top 5 most anticipated films of 2023. I'm here with Mud.
Hey!
And Joquin.
Hey! We are kicking this year off right.
Yes, we are. My number 5 of the anticipation list of the things that are going to be released that are films in 2023.
Let's hear it.
Is Mission Impossible 7. The only reason it's so low on this list...
that is coming out next year.
Bro, let me explain why it's so high on the list. Why it's on the list at all. I fucking love the Mission Impossible series. I only don't like part 2. I love 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 5 and 6 are some of the best ones of the series. It's the same director, I believe, which is kind of why that's happening. But, like, oh my god, you'd figure the franchise would have petered out 10 years ago. It is going stronger than it ever has. I'm so interested. And the only reason that it's not higher on the list is because it says part 1 in the title, which means that it won't resolve, which makes me mad. But I love it. I'm very excited for it.
All right. I'll just jump on in. My number 5 is Barbie. Now, this might be a little confusing. However, the premise of this film seems very similar to Saving Mr. Banks, basically the Walt Disney, not Nanny McPhee, the other one. Mary Poppins. The Walt Disney Mary Poppins film. And, you know, even though that film had, like, some historical accuracy flaws, I still really enjoyed it. And, yeah, Barbie seems basically to be the same thing, but with Mattel. And
there isn't a trailer yet, right?
No.
Okay.
Just a lot of screenshots.
Yeah,
the screenshots look really fucking funny.
Yeah, they
do. My number 5 is something similar to you, Jake. It is Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1.
Gee, why is it so high and low on the list?
Maybe because it's Part 1, and that doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you.
Yep.
But I had to make a decision with my list, and I was like, it is only Part 1. I'm still jazzed. I had pretty good expectations for Into the Spider-Verse, and they were blown out of the water. That movie's amazing. It fucking beat a Pixar film for Best Animated.
As it should have.
It should have. Yeah. I think that was the win, because we bet on the Oscars like we bet, like how college bros bet on sports teams. I think that was the one that got me the pool that year.
Oh,
nice.
So I think I was the only one who had faith in Spider-Verse.
Yep,
Did anybody in that pool vote for Ralph Breaks the Internet?
No.
Good.
I thought about it because it says Disney at all, which is the trend. But
it is.
I always go safe bets.
So I'm very excited. I love the new Spider-Man that they're bringing in. This is the same company that made Morbius.
Yeah, it is.
How?
So unrelated though.
I know.
Two very different departments.
You know what? Sony's the kind of company to try and relate them is the problem. They're gonna.
I hope Morbius.
Squeeze Morbius in there.
They might.
Morbius is gonna show up in Spider-Verse 2. I'm calling it now.
No, I feel
or
like
Spider-Verse 3, I should say.
I feel like the Spider-Verses, because as much as I would like them to make a lot of money, they're not going to. So Sony doesn't really care.
Which sucks because it's like that's their best Spider-Man thing.
Yes, absolutely. But it also gives the creators basically free reign.
Sony is also has a double bomb in the first Morbius. It happened twice. So, you know, they're
very
really
funny.
Hitting really hard. So my number 4 of the year is a film that has been on my list every single fucking year for 5 years, The Flash. And all I'm gonna say about this film is that I look forward to 1 year from now when I put it on my 2024 anticipated list. That's it.
Man. Out of all, we were talking about this before we started recording, but out of all the films that James Gunn could feasibly cancel,
oh no,
I feel, dude,
absolutely
cancel that, please.
There's too much sunk into it.
There's too much sunk into every film that's completed.
They would have if
Batgirl was finished. And that had nothing problematic with it.
It needed photography and VFX.
This one has Ezra Miller.
That one needed photography and VFX.
You need Ezra Miller to promote the film. They're probably going to jail.
Yeah. Flash, baby, let's go.
Cancel it.
Cancel everything.
All right, my number 4 is the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
Now, I have a lot of problems with how these trailers are coming out. Chris Pratt did not need to be Mario. He's easily the worst part of the trailers. And you know what? I'm sure he can give a very emotional performance for a Mario film. That's not my problem with it doesn't sound right.
I haven't actually watched it, but did you see the Game of the Year clip that came out?
I watched the Game Awards, yeah.
Oh, the whole Game Awards, okay.
Yeah,
do you feel the same?
So that problem kind of like emphasizes it too, because one of the biggest things I said looking at the trailers was like, this is just reference upon reference upon reference. There's not substance here.
Right. Okay.
But it's gonna be interesting to see how close. Mario is the video game, and video game movies try to distract from the fact that they're video games. This one is going full flat. Like, nah, this is a video game movie. We're not being apologetic about it.
In there.
Exactly. We're not being apologetic about it. You are fucking looking at Funky Kong in the background of our film. Like, I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. It's going to be interesting, though. So, number 4, Super Mario.
I almost put the Super Mario Brothers movie on my list. I did not. Instead, my number 4 is the 4th part of the John Wick series.
Oh,
fuck
Chapter 4.
yeah, baby. Let's go. John Wick. He's going to fucking kill people. That's it. That's all I need to say.
That's all it.
I rewatched John Wick 3 the other day, and I was just like so amped, I almost punched a hole through my wall.
Can I just say same though?
Dude.
Because I was showing our mutual friend Jackson on the show, who guests every so often, but he had never seen any of them, so I showed him the entire trilogy.
I still can't believe, like, those are so up Jackson's alley.
They're not on a service. He doesn't usually torrent, so.
Yeah, but he goes to the movies with us.
He does go to the movies, yeah. So
But, yeah.
I showed him all 3, and he's like, "This is the best fucking series of all time."
Yes, it is, dude.
It is.
Dude, I just got to the part where he fucking shoots that dude on a horse. Where he's
Oh
on the
my
horse, and he
God.
shoots the dude on the
Nice.
motorcycle, and I literally jumped up and I went,
Bro.
"Fuck yeah!"
When he's fighting with like hand-to-hand katanas while on the motorcycles in the
Dude,
same film.
he fucking murders a dude with a book.
I've only seen the first John Wick up to this point, and it's something like I've been waiting to not waiting. I've been wanting to watch the other ones. I just haven't gotten an opportunity to yet. So,
Bro.
but the first one was Heat.
The first one's Heat.
Yeah.
I could see number 4 also being Heat. I've heard it's one of those things that gets better.
Even
Yes.
Each
yeah.
one gets better.
I think 2 is of equal quality, and then I think 3 is a step up. But that's like going like amazing, holy fucking shit, amazing.
It's insane to hear like the accolades this franchise gets.
I honestly, maybe it's just my pea brain, but like I think they're all holy fucking shit level. I fucking love them.
Right.
So yeah, John Wick 4. The only downside is it doesn't have a subtitle, and that bothers me because the third one did. But
I mean, I don't know.
Whatever.
The second one didn't. They're going back.
see, that's the other thing is like there's no consistency, so why would there be now? But I was hoping for like a new subtitle that would just be another random bullshit.
John
word,
Wick
like,
4, Sugma. All right.
Sugma.
So that was your number 4?
4.
All right. My number 3 is Guardians Volume 3. And honestly, this might have been on the list. It might have been number 5. But after watching the holiday special, call it recency bias, but I have fucking missed these characters. I love seeing them on screen together. So I'm just really excited to see what James Gunn, his swan song for the MCU is before he runs DC, hopefully not into the ground.
Yeah, so my number 3 is Guardians.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
I'm also with you, Jake. I watched that Christmas special, and I'm like, this is really good. And I know I just shit talked Chris Pratt, but he can do Star-Lord pretty well.
He nails it. Yeah.
He's doing pretty good at that, and he's barely in the holiday special, but it looks like, based on everything we got, it really is going to be a swan song. And I'm sad to see him go. I think James Gunn has some really high quality throughout the MCU with these other 3 projects, but I can't wait.
I'm really glad that it's getting a proper conclusion. If it's gonna end, I'd rather him do it.
Yeah, especially after like that whole thing that happened in 2018.
They asked Taika, and he's like, "No, that's James Gunn's series. I'm not gonna touch that."
Because that was the obvious move. Was to just ask Taika.
It's funny because the beginning of Thor 4 was looking like, oh yeah, here's your Guardians 3, fellas.
Yeah, haha.
I kind of forgot
Infinity
that they
War
were
is also like low key Guardians 3.
Literally trying to set up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But it's funny you guys bring up Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 because my number 3 is Creed 3.
Okay.
Holy fuck. Let's go, boys. I was worried about where they could take this series after Creed 2 because it's like, dude, he fought the son of Ivan Drago. Like, where do you go after that?
Yep.
The answer is you go away from the Rocky legacy and you make it somebody from Creed's past.
Yep.
And I didn't even think of that. And I was like, that's so brilliant.
And then I heard that Rocky wasn't going to be in it.
He's not
which
gonna
is
be
like,
in it,
oh
which
no,
is-
it's not good. But then, like, you got to think about it. The end of the last one, he went back to his son, Milo Ventimiglia, which is a nice conclusion.
And he also didn't get in the ring with Creed after he won.
Right. It's a good conclusion
Rocky
to his
doesn't
character.
need to be in this film.
No, he
and that's
doesn't.
so good. And Michael B. Jordan's directing it.
Yes.
That's so. Oh my god!
I'm so
good for
excited.
it. I'm so excited for him because like he's such a talented man.
And
Yes,
I
he
know
is.
like you can do cool editing tricks in the trailer, but shit, does it look fucking good?
It looks like I'm like, wow, Michael B. Jordan, I didn't know you were a character director. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. I like there's literally no reason for me to not to be fucking hyped beyond insane levels about this film. Creed 2, like we were talking about John Wick not losing quality between. Creed 2 did not lose quality from Creed.
Nope.
Holy fuck.
Not at all.
They're like two of the best films in the Rocky series.
Easily, yes.
Yeah. So yes, please.
Yep.
All right.
My number 2
Number 2, baby.
is almost a number 1. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Let's
Bro.
go.
Bro, I was already hyped, but I didn't know the title A, and B, there was like nothing released except like a still photo of a set photo of one time.
And it was like him in like silhouette.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I'm naturally hyped because I love all 4 movies. I like or love all 4 movies. I should
Check
point
out our Indiana Jones
I
commentaries.
do not dislike any Indiana Jones movie.
I agree.
The weakest I feel is Temple. That's it. But I still like it.
I think Crystal Skull is the weakest, but it is not as bad as people make it out to be. It's not bad.
Not bad. Yeah.
It's good.
This though looks like they're gonna return to what made 1 and 3 so great.
Nazis.
First of all, Nazis, which is a consistent theme.
Man,
in how
out
great
of
your movie
context, I sound like Kanye with that one, but yeah.
it's okay. You're not saying you directly like them, but I really like the trailer for this movie. When that came online, oh my god, I put it on the big screen. I waited. I didn't click on my phone immediately. I waited till I was home. I hit play, sat in this room that we're sitting in now, which is like a theater room kind of, and oh wow. It is all of the magic that you miss about that trilogy and also kind of Crystal Skull a little bit. And it's all funneled into one really nice trailer. And of course the end tag is another sword gun joke because that's a running thing with the series and I fucking love it. So yes, let's go. Indy 5, almost my number 1. I'm so fucking stoked for this movie. So, Joke.
Yep. My number 2 is, we've only gotten the teaser trailer for this so far, but you know what? It seems like an interesting premise. Elemental. Pixar's been kind of on a downward slope for me lately. You know, they've had a couple. I say a couple heaters. Soul was good. Soul was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Everything else around that, I could take it or leave it. Frankly,
Did you see Lightyear?
I did not see Lightyear. It did not interest me enough.
That's fair.
To want to see it.
You and the rest of the box
Well,
office.
I'm sure as you heard me talk about, it's not their deepest movie, but it's fun.
Listen, I don't need deep. Fun is good sometimes, but you know what? Sometimes I also expect a little bit more from Pixar.
Yeah.
Because
No,
they
I
are-
completely
They
understand.
are so they're supposed to be deep, and then you get stuff like Cars 2.
They
which
set their own high bar. That's the thing.
I wasn't in your best of the year, but you guys were talking about Cars 2. As the only person that has seen Cars 2 in this film, holy shit, Cars 2 sucks. But The Good Dinosaur is only slightly better.
Oh.
Brave is worse than Cars 2.
Brave is worse than Cars.
That's
Oh,
a
you
heater
hate
take.
Brave.
I do not. I hate Brave.
Wow.
That's
okay.
Which is
heater take.
crazy because it's co-directed by like one of my favorite comedy people ever. Steve
Joke when
Purcell.
I would rebut you, but I haven't seen Brave.
I also have
fair.
not seen Brave.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
We got no
But I've
consenting
never
opinions.
heard that nuclear of a take.
I really do not like Brave.
Interesting.
But no, Elemental looks fun, and interesting premise. I could see it going for the Zootopia storyline a lot better than how Zootopia kind of like handled those racism themes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what
yeah.
I would like to see because Pixar can do something like that. I don't think Disney really has it like.
Yeah,
built in
you apply
yet.
any critical thinking to Zootopia. You're like, oh, minorities are predators inherently?
Yep.
I'm sorry?
Yep.
I'm sorry? What?
Yeah.
You're just
Disney?
like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
What's going on here?
Yep.
Yikes. Okay.
Bud,
They
please take
didn't
us
imply
out.
it to be like
Right.
that, but god damn it.
So my number 2 has been talked about.
Yes.
It's Barbie.
Oh,
let's
why?
go!
Jazz
Let's
for
go!
Barbie, dude. It
Let's
looks. I don't know. So you were talking about like the premise and stuff, and then you talked about Saving Mr. Banks. I've never seen that movie. I don't know what it's about. So you didn't spoil anything
That's
for me,
fine.
and I'm keeping it that way. I might not even watch the trailer. I think I'm just gonna go see this.
Just straight into it.
It looks so fucking.
I don't think it's gonna be bad.
I don't think it's gonna be bad either. It's got Greta Gerwig directing,
Yeah.
and then she and Noah Baumbach wrote it. That's the writers of Marriage Story and Little Women,
Yep.
which were both nominated for Best Picture in
Yep.
2019, which was one of the best years for film in recent memory.
It
So and it's got Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and like a million other fucking people. I don't know what's going on. I've seen the cast list, and like everyone's playing Barbie or Ken, and then I think Will Ferrell's playing like Lord Business from the Lego movies. But I don't care. I don't care. I want to see it with no context. I want to see it without knowing a single fucking thing about it.
That's absolutely fair. That is 100%
The last film that I avoided the trailer for was Spider-Man Far From Home. That was the last time I was like, I can't watch the trailer. I got to go in blind. Now it's the fucking Barbie movie. It looks. I've seen those pictures, and I'm just like, I'm literally just sitting here. I'm like,
oh
what
my god!
The fuck
I remember
is this?
seeing like the first set photos that were released with them skating, and I'm like, this looks
in the best way possible. I look at those photos and I go, what the hell is this?
Exactly.
What the fuck? This is a film. This is a film that's going to exist. I don't know shit about the Barbie franchise, but I'm getting a seat, fucking first day, front row. I need to see this.
Yeah. That brings us to our number ones. Do we have any honorable mentions?
No.
Okay. I do. I almost put this on the list, but it's a biopic curse, Oppenheimer. I'm really excited for it. Don't get me wrong, because of the director and the half of Hollywood that's in this film, like the entirety of the industry almost. But I just if this is like number 6 on the list, I would put it there, but it's barely out of touch. But I love
I'll toss Indiana as my honorable mention.
I'll throw an honorable mention. Ant-Man, Quantumania.
Looks good.
Yeah. I think it does look good.
I really liked how the Kang story kind of concluded with Loki. Well, not concluded, but like started with Loki, and I'm interested to see
where it goes,
where that goes.
Yep. I will say I did not expect the Ant-Man 3 trailer to make me that excited for Ant-Man, because I haven't been excited for Ant-Man.
You guys were kind of everyone besides me were kind of like super harsh on Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man's fine.
I like Ant-Man.
I like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay, all right. So
we are Ant-Man apologists here.
I think they're hot fresh 6s.
I think they're better than the Doctor Strange movies.
No, far no.
I think they're better than Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
I think they're better than both.
Also no.
I don't like Doctor Strange.
Super no. But yeah, no. So my number 1 of the year, John Wick 4. Let's fucking go.
Let's go! Let's go!
John Wick 4.
He's gonna shoot some people. He's gonna shoot so many people.
He's gonna stab some people. He's gonna karate chop.
He's gonna kill them with something where I'm like, you could kill somebody with that. He's gonna go, yes, of course I can kill somebody with that.
NASA International Space Station and crash it down into some goons.
Dude, I want to see him kill somebody with a shot glass.
Please, bro. He's gonna pick up the next a shoe. He's gonna pick up a shoe and kill 17 people with it in a row in the same one take. Oh my god!
I want to see him put like his fist through somebody's chest.
That's one thing I liked about the first John Wick, the long cuts.
Oh,
so many long cuts. That's because the director's a former stunt coordinator, so he knows what the fuck he's doing.
He knows what the fuck he's doing. It's so good. Okay, so yes, I'm very excited about John Wick 4. It's my number 1 of the whole year. Please, let's go. Please release like one of these every couple of years for the rest of the eternity. Please. All right, so
you guys feel about John Wick how like old car dads feel about Fast and Furious?
Yeah, Fast and Furious, baby, let's go.
My hip.
Vin Diesel.
Okay, no, my number 1 is Spider-Man Across the
away.
I fucking love Spider-Verse, dude.
Dude, it's such a good film.
It was so fucking good, and it just looks like we're gonna get more of that. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is the same thing of you guys, is like it's being split up into parts, but I feel like there's a good reason. And if anything, it just gets me more Spider-Verse content. So
exactly,
I'm not even that upset about it.
Yep.
Pretty sure the next one's coming out like next year, anyways.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like
not
October.
That's why it's on the next year list.
What?
Oh, you mean the next one?
I'm talking about part 2.
I thought you were like the next one's coming out next year. I was like, yeah, no shit. That's why we're talking about it.
No, sorry. Let me clarify. Part 2 is out in like 2024, I think.
I think so. I think October 2024.
Possibly.
Sweet.
But yeah.
Perfect.
So what's your number 1, Rod?
You have committed blasphemy in this house, Jacob.
How dare I?
How dare you? My number 1 is Oppenheimer. It's a Christopher Nolan film.
Sure.
I am legally required by the state of Massachusetts to put my number 1 as a Christopher Nolan film that is releasing this year.
That is how I felt putting Matrix 4 at number 1 of the list for that year.
Yeah. I am legally required to put any and all. I watched Tenet the other night. What the fuck do you think I do for a living? I watch Nolan films. I don't do that for a living. I wish I did that for a living.
Bro, same. Like, what job is that?
Please support the channel so we can make a living doing Nolan films.
Just Nolan.
Just Nolan content, dude.
All 10, and then we're out of films.
Yeah.
They'll make more.
So, yeah. Oppenheimer. Of course, it's my... Like, I was looking through the 2020. I was like, what's coming out? And then I got to July. I was like, Oppenheimer. I was like, number 1. All right, cool. Let me get the others. I think I said it back in, I want to say our 2020 anticipated before Tenet came out, where I was like, There's literally a placard on my number 1 that says reserved for any Nolan film coming out this year.
Yep, that's fair.
It's the top 4 and then the Nolan film.
Yep. It's the kind of thing where I am 1000% confident that Nolan will find a way to make this movie minimum 8 out of 10. But the premise is, like, I know who he is. I know what he did. I don't care. Why
See,
would
that's the thing. I actually care very deeply. This is something that very much interests me as someone who also enjoys historical films.
I mean, I don't know. I see your point. I'm very excited for those reasons. And like I said, if this was number 6, I would be right there with you.
If it was number 1, which it is.
If my list went up to 6 instead of 5, it'd be right on the list.
Yeah,
But,
so those are our top 5 most anticipated films of 2023. Maybe we'll do reviews for all those. I feel like we'll probably at least get John Wick 4 and Spider-Verse and Creed.
look, the way it's looking right now is I'm definitely going to watch all these. I might, if they're all good, I'll watch them all again.
Indiana, we'll probably do a review for that too.
You got to finish Indiana-thon.
Yeah,
If
can't
we
go
do,
wrong.
we gotta do, dude.
Gotta.
New Indiana Jones commentary coming potentially in 2023.
No
you go.
need to dealer's choice it. It is guaranteed, baby.
Yep.
Guaranteed. Let's
so
go.
we will see you guys throughout the year. Here's to making it a hot, quality, and contentful year.
I promise to watch more films this year.
Watch at least 9, Joe Quinn.
I'll try 10.
I'm looking forward to my top 2024 list that has The Flash on it.